Ladies and gentlemen, Black Ops 6 Zombies Terminus gameplay has officially been released to the public by YouTubers and such, and you can go watch that without commentary on Mr. Doc JD's channel or something like that. But there is a ton of stuff we have to talk about right now. I'm going to be going over all the features coming in Black Ops 6 and how they will differ from like Cold War and other games like that, and the Gobblegum systems, Terminus info and how that map's going to work, and a ton of other stuff that's going to be coming as well. We don't have gameplay for the other map, something Falls. I honestly forgot what it's called, but we don't have gameplay for that yet. That's going to be coming on the 28th of August. So, I don't know. Stay tuned if you want to see that possibly. But for right now, we're going to be talking about the actual, game of Black Ops 6 and what's going to be coming, and also Terminus as well. So we have a lot to talk about today, and due to all the drama inside the community, let's go on, all the bad drama going on inside the community. Let's lighten things up with Black Ops 6, the game that's been in development for 4 years at this point. And I must say, Terminus looks extremely well made, and I'm super excited to play it. And we're going to be hopping into all things about it, so let's go hop into the first thing we're going to be talking about, loadouts. So before we go into loadouts, I wanted to go into some drama that's going on with this whole thing about loadouts returning in Black Ops 6. I've seen a lot of angry comments in other people's videos talking about how, loadouts are an L, hashtag nerd emoji. This simply isn't true. I don't find loadouts to be that bad. I mean, I've seen people say they're not buying it because of loadouts. Loadouts really are not that bad. They help with camo grinding and stuff like that, and maybe once you play, you'll understand. But, give this game a chance. I mean, loadouts are really not that problem. And before you even, think about loadouts, they will never be going back to the OG system with a pistol. It will always be loadouts from now on out. So you better get used to that, because ever since Cold War, we are going to be using loadout systems. And you better get used to that. But let's go and hop into loadouts. So basically, you can choose your gun that you want to spawn in, just like Cold War, just like, sadly, Vanguard. And Modern Warfare 3, you can choose your gun, and you can load into the match with that gun, an AR, an LMG, just not a wonder weapon, of course. And you can spawn in with a pistol even if you would like to as well. So if you want to spawn in with anything you want, you can spawn in with it. You can put your own attachments on it, like an Optimic, some camos and stuff, which there will be a Mastery camo coming as well. They said it's the best ever, which is a very high bar given Black Ops Cold War's Dark Ether, and of course Modern Warfare 3's Borealis camo. So I'm super excited to see that. But you can actually just spawn in the match using this loadout that you've equipped on your certain gun, just like Cold War. Now the difference is whenever you pick up a gun from the box, or, the wall or something like that, it will already have a loadout that you have for that specific weapon. Kind of like Black Ops 3, not like Black Ops Cold War, where you have to go in the menu and select your blueprint, on the pause menu. This game is going to be like Black Ops 3, where if you have a zombie loadout already made on a specific weapon, if you pick that weapon that you have that loadout off the wall or in the box, it will already have all those attachments made. You don't need to click pause and apply a blueprint. It will already have the camo and stuff on it, just like Black Ops 3. So, and Black Ops 4 as well. So that's very, very good news, because it's kind of annoying to do that in Black Ops Cold War. And I've actually been waiting for this change in a while. Now this is just a very few amount of the absolute insane new things coming to the entirety of just Black Ops 6 Zombies in general. But let's go and hop into Gobblegums. Now, Gobblegums system has been completely redone. The machine honestly looks so good, and it now has a jingle. It sounds really good, and I am so excited Gobblegums are back, having a new, fresh animation as well. And there's a lot of new stuff to Gobblegums. So now you can obviously click 5, just like Black Ops 3. You can click 5 Gobblegums inside your pack. Go up to the Gobblegum machine, spin down, I'm assuming for free in Black Ops 6 as well, but there's no HUD, so you don't really know. But you can spin it, get a Gobblegum, and that's basically that's the same, right? Where everything changes is you can actually hold up to 3 out of your 5 Gobblegums at once. And in multiplayer, you're gonna have score streaks on the side of your screen, but in zombies, you're gonna have Gobblegums. I kind of have mixed feelings about this, because it's gonna kind of mess up the HUD. The HUD is gonna look really, really kind of weird, honestly. But I've heard you can customize it in settings. Hopefully that's true. But also, what's really awesome as well is you don't actually lose the Gobblegums unless you use them. So if you die while having a perkaholic, but actually that doesn't work. If you die while holding a mega Gobblegum, immolation liquidation, and you don't actually pop it, you actually still keep the Gobblegum, which is very, very cool indeed. But holding up to 3 Gobblegums, you can basically just click one of the D-pad buttons, and you'll use it kind of like the elixirs in Black Ops 4. What's also really new is no longer do you have liquid diviniums. Instead, you earn them by progressing in rounds. I don't know if it's going to be like liquid diviniums where you have to like spend money to get them, or like getting like to a specific round like milestone. But I'm guessing like the higher rounds you are, the more Gobblegum, like the luckier Gobblegums you'll get. But yeah, you actually get Gobblegums by just playing the game, which is really, really cool indeed. And that's Gobblegums for you. So yeah, a ton of changes to Gobblegums are being made. However, it mostly stays the same in terms of gameplay. So here's where things are going to get a little bit confusing, so stay with me here. So far, pretty basic stuff, right? Augments are a new thing that's basically going to be replacing the flawless, refined, and raw crystals inside of Cold War used to upgrade your perks, ammo mods, field upgrades, and blueprints to weapons. I'm pretty sure I was going to say the same. I don't know if like weapon classes are going to be upgradable or not, but like ammo mods, field upgrades, those are going to be coming back and will be upgradable as well. I'm assuming out of menu progression. So basically, you're going to earn one major and one basic augments from playing the game. And you can apply these to your perks. However, the thing is, you can only apply one basic and one major per, like, one perk. It's hard to explain. Basically, let's say Juggernaut and Speed Cold and all the perks. You'll be able to apply these augments to all of them. However, you can only apply one basic and one major to each perk. So you can't choose. There's going to be like 3 options for basic and 3 options for major. You can only choose one of those 3 for each perk and each ammo mod and each field upgrade. So let's say Juggernaut, do I want faster health regeneration or do I want like plus 150 health? If I choose faster regeneration, that means that I'm basically not going to get the extra health, but instead regeneration. I'm assuming you can maybe refund these and get them back, or you have to earn them back and just like deselect their health regeneration. Basically, choose whatever one fits your build. Also, yes, ammo mods are going to be coming back in the form of crafting tables, or basically the new like arsenals, which are like these weird computer things you've been seeing throughout the video. That's how you're going to get ammo mods, and also field upgrades are just going to be like your loadout too. So that's how those are going to work. They're basically like crystals. However, you can only choose like 2 different abilities per like slot of upgradable stuff. So yeah, kind of confusing, but I hope you guys got the gist of it. But also more out of menu progression is going to be levels. Levels, I'm assuming for zombies and multiplayer might be tied. I don't know if prestige is going to be like for zombies and multiplayer are going to be separate, or maybe the prestige. I believe the prestige from zombies and multiplayer are all going to be linked together. So if you get levels inside of zombies, you're going to get levels inside of multiplayer as well. The camo grind's going to be back, obviously, and now master prestige is going to be back in zombies, and it's rumored to be like I think 10,000 as the max. I really hope that's not true. I hope it stays 1,000 because that was obviously like a very doable and fair goal. I hope there's like rewards tied to it as well. But yeah. And that's basically how, like, the zombies, like, out-of-game progression is going to be working. Augments are basically, like I said, for each slot. So think of, like, the zombies for Cold War. Like, each perk, each ammo mod, you can only apply one augment, one major augment, and one basic to each perk. So 2 abilities per slot of upgradable material outside of game progression. So yeah, let's go and hop into actual stuff that's going to be zombies related now. Heading into very specific zombie stuff for like Terminus. I don't know too much about Liberty Falls, what bosses are going to be in that map. But now we're actually into Terminus territory. So the first new zombie type is, well, it's not new. The parasites from Shadows of Evil and Revelations will be returning, and they're very unique this time. They're going to have their own special round, I'm guessing, or perhaps maybe, I don't think so, but tentacle dogs are to be rumored. I don't think that's here because I didn't see that anywhere, but basically parasites are back. They're going to be projectile enemies, and they're also like, there's also a special type of parasite, which we'll discuss in a second. But, yeah, these things are going to be found for the map. They're going to be very common. They're going to replace dog rounds, I'm pretty sure. And they also look really, really good on this new engine, actually. Like, their animations are absolutely beautiful. Another new type of zombie is going to be, like, a fat, mutated zombie, which is going to be, like, kind of like the cops from IW, if you remember. Like, the cops from Space Lane were, like, extra, like, health bar, fat cop zombies. They're basically, I think, they're just going to be the same thing. Maybe they have projectile attacks, but I didn't really see that anywhere in the gameplay. But, yeah, very cool there. So, basically, the most disgusting thing I've seen in zombies for a while is a spider catalyst zombie. So similar to Catalyst zombies, out of nowhere, the zombies will just open up their entire corpse, exposing their organs and such, and a disgusting mimic spider will come out of the zombie. And if you do not kill this disgusting creature fast enough, it'll evolve into like an extra special parasite. I've heard from Chopper, so perhaps, I don't know. I really don't know. I didn't see that anywhere in the trailer, but Chopper has played it, so I believe him. So an extra parasite, like, if you don't kill the spider quick enough, he'll evolve, which, I mean, given, like, the map itself, that makes a ton of sense. So, I don't know if it's going to be a parasite, it might just be, like, a spider fly thing, which is really disgusting to think about. But basically, it's just going to be, like, a Catalyst zombie where if you don't kill it quick enough, it's going to become a serious issue. I don't know how common these things are, however, I did see, like, quite a bit at once, I think, in these gameplay at some point, so clearly they're going to be quite common to happen throughout the rounds. I'm guessing they're going to start appearing at, like, round 7-ish. By far the most filthy thing I've seen in this trailer, though, is the Thrasher Mimic combo enemy, which I only really saw in the trailer. And, I mean, well, actually, there was a little bit inside the gameplay. But basically, there's going to be this giant spaghetti creation of zombie mess. And it's just going to be like a Thrasher where it has, like, multiple different weak points. And kind of like a Margaret in that sense, where you can only do real damage if you shoot their weak points. It's going to have, like, spores on its body. And I don't even know how to explain it. It's just going to be like a Brutus spaghetti monster that's going to, like, suck you in with its, like, giant crab arm, Dark Souls style. It is very, very disgusting to look at, but you have to watch the gameplay to actually understand. I can tell this thing's going to become a nightmare. I really hope that the sirens are going to come back to warn you that this guy is spawned in. But if I had to guess, he's probably going to spawn in like around 10. I hope it's not as common as the Thrasher and, like, Mimics were. But this guy seems to match the map really well, and I'm actually pretty excited to fight this enemy so far. But yeah. Those are the boss zombies coming. Who knows what's going to be coming to Terminus? Not Terminus, Liberty Falls. I hope Hellhounds return in that map, because I think it would make sense. That's the boss zombies. Very disgusting, very filthy. I mean, at least they fit the map, am I right? I forgot to mention it, but armored zombies will also be returning as seen in the gameplay previously. But yeah, sadly, armored zombies are returning. However, I guess it makes the game hard technically. So yeah. But let's talk about those wonder weapons. Also, you can see him pop gum with no animation. I'm not too sure what's going on with that. But anyways, the wonder weapon of this map is called, like, the Trailblazer or something like that. I thought it was going to be, like, kind of like the Solidifier matching the map from, like, the leaks I heard, but I guess not. But as you can see, this is obviously not the jet gun that was leaked, so who knows if that even was real or, like, what's going to be going on with the jet gun. But anyways, this thing is basically going to be like the Dielectribolt, where it basically blasts out this giant stream of electricity or whatever it is, killing all the zombies in its way. Another interesting thing is that this guy gets this from the box. And I'm, like, almost 100% sure there's going to be another way to get this, because you can see, like, a scorpion or something hanging out of the wonder weapon, which makes this thing look pretty cool, by the way. But obviously that's going to be a part that we have to collect by at some point. I guess it's probably going to have to do something with, like, the islands around the map, but I'm guessing this is going to be like a buildable, so this is probably going to be buildables are going to be returning again. But also another ability of this thing is whenever you reload it, whenever your magazine is, like, low, it will send out a giant electrical stream, killing or stunning nearby zombies around you, kind of like Electric Cherry, or actually exactly like Electric Cherry. Another ability is gonna like put out this fan and, like, stun zombies, which is, like, pretty cool. It's gonna do like a Winter's Hell effect, like slowing them down a little bit. And yes, this thing has, like, 3 abilities. There might be another one if you pack punch it. I'm not too sure what it looks like pack punch. But yeah, this thing is actually pretty cool. I hope it's a buildable. I hope buildables are returning once more. The ray gun is also returning, though not seen in this gameplay image. You can see it on people's backs and such. And apparently it's going to be really powerful. I hope it's like the Cold War ray gun all over again. But yeah, it's kind of like a game that's going to come back. I hope the ray gun Mark II comes back as well. But only time will tell, I guess. But let's talk about another thing that's very, very interesting, actually. The map itself, Terminus, has a lot of interesting details coming along with it, and probably the coolest thing I've seen in zombies since Black Ops 3, perhaps. So, after you turn on, like, the 3 power generators and such, which is how you're gonna, like, be able to, like, get the power on, kind of like IW style, we're gonna have to go around the map and flip 3 power switches or generators or something, possibly do a lockdown or something for that, but basically it's gonna turn on the lights and such. I'm guessing it's gonna be for, like, the laboratory area, like the spawn area, and probably somewhere else. I don't know about the islands and everything like that, but you will unlock a boat and I wish I was kidding. Actually, no, I don't. Sail away to the Atlantic Ocean itself and face a tentacle monster. Now, you basically go, this is so cool, you can go anywhere on the map around the water, you can swim to your destination, but probably get destroyed, or I was about to say something else. This tentacle monster basically shoot things at you, forcing you to use a boat, and you can sail wherever you want. You can sail to a ship, you can sail to islands, wherever you want to go, and basically those areas are going to have cool things like traps and such on them, so it's really, really cool. This is such a cool feature, kind of feeling like open world-ish, but not really. I think this is such a cool map, like, such a cool feature, honestly, and I feel like we should, this is going to be a standout moment for Terminus. We've never seen this in a zombies map, and it is so cool that this is a thing. Like, this is like what makes Terminus special. I really like this, and perhaps that tentacle monster will be the boss, because in the very last shot of the trailer, you can see them shooting above, and I feel like this might be like a giant kraken enemy, which would be absolutely sick for a boss. Yeah, the boat ability is very, very cool. You can also swim, like I said, but that's mainly for short term, because you can also you're gonna get killed by that giant tentacle monster. Or it could be a giant crab for all we know, but I think that is so cool to me, and people saying they're not excited clearly have not watched this. This is what made me feel like that this is going to be such a sick game. Seeing people fly, sail around the map is such a cool idea and concept. Another standout thing for Terminus is the giant ether hand cannon Gersh device thing. A sick trap. And also there's another footage of a trap that's like a giant plant that eats things, which is so cool. I can already tell me I like this map. This map has more personality. This map has more personality than the entirety of Cold War Zombies. And it is so cool to see that Zombies is finally turning back to zombies. Like, the test tubes with all the zombies in it is so tasty. And sometimes, the zombies can sometimes pop out of them. There's obviously other sorts of travel along, the giant, main island area, zip lines, an elevator scene at one point. I don't know if it's usable or not, though. And like I said, power switches, there's going to be, 3 or maybe 4, but Mr. Dog JD says there's 3, so hopefully there's 3. I mean, he did play it after all. I'm guessing that's how you unlock Pack Punch. Another cool thing is that Pack Punch is like a giant lift, which I think is so cool. I don't know if zombies can attack you or not, but I think it's just so cool to see, it's like a giant lift. Also, there's, underwater areas this map you have to drain, I'm guessing. So kind of Voyage of Despair and Zetsubo vibes there. Very, very cool indeed. But let's go and hop into the bonus stuff. That's going to be, bonus, to wrap things up. Or actually, this isn't to wrap things up. We're going to be talking about positive and negatives. But let's go and talk about bonus things coming with the entirety of Black Ops 6 Zombies. The brand new perk coming along, Melee Macchiato. Having a very unique perk machine, having boxing gloves and a bell it rings after you buy it, which is very, very unique. I'm not too sure what the jingle's gonna be. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Have you guys ever used Slappy Taffy? I really don't think so. I don't think I'm ever gonna use this. I don't know if there's a perk limit in this game or not. If I'm having to guess, probably not. So, it's probably gonna be a last resort. I think I'll buy Elemental Pop over this, honestly. I mean, Elemental Pop's so good. And this perk seems to be still good. How long does this melee last, however? I really hope the augment abilities are still good. Because I feel like they could have made, a penetration perk to help with penetration abilities. But, because, I think we've all seen, melee perks from other games, and they just really haven't worked. I hope you get more points for meleeing, maybe, or except for, Ethereal Razor. That worked pretty well. But I hope the augment abilities, the major and, basic stuff you were talking about maybe, later, I hope, all those abilities are pretty good. Maybe one ability could be, a super melee that's, has an AoE effect, or, another one that has, a quicker animation, and you have to, choose one with the major abilities. I'm still confused on that system a little bit, but I hope it's, once we get it, you'll understand the augment system pretty well, honestly, pretty solidly. You'll understand, how it works immediately. It's just pretty hard to explain when literally, no one has even seen about this, seen this stuff so far. Another thing coming Black Ops 6 Zombies is Liberty Falls. We see a little sneak peek of the map with, a motel and all fire debris and stuff. I'm not too sure if this is a multiplayer map or not coming in this game, but as you can see, a very, very cool map, so, looking, so it's in the daytime, unlike Terminus. However, the jet gun has been showcased, and it looks beastly. But more importantly, a Dark Ether portal. That's right. In Liberty Falls, the casual map, we will be going to the Dark Ether to see, like, those pretty visuals once more. I hope it's the full map as well, and I hope it's not time limited like D Machine was, and I hope, like, you don't have to, like, go in the portal, like, every single, like, round if you want to see it. Because I don't really like these pretty visuals being put on a timer, but it looks absolutely sick. I really hope you go to the Dark Ether. I love seeing those zombies, like, fly all over the place in the Dark Ether. And seeing as how we only went in the Dark Ether, like, I think twice in, like, D Machine, like, Forsaken or whatever. Outbreak doesn't count. These two maps, especially with the jet gun now being released, and I just realized that, so when I was talking about the wonder weapon, I didn't even know what I was talking about at all. But the jet gun, yes, it is right, it is true, it was leaked, and it is coming to Liberty Falls. I am so excited to see that. I'll probably cover that map now that I've seen that later on, and like what's going to be coming with that map. But yeah, the jet gun is now confirmed to be coming inside of this game for Liberty Falls. I hope it's better. I really hope it. I hope it doesn't break. Is it going to be buildable? Will it be coming out of the box? What even will Liberty Falls be like? Is it even going to be a casual map? Who knows? But ladies and gentlemen, let's go and hop into the positive and negatives about this game that I have so far. About Terminus and what we've gotten out of Liberty Falls so far. And overall Bo6 zombies. Pause the script. I forgot about the new score streaks coming that are not just ripped from multiplayer. They're actually unique zombie score streaks. Like the Mangler hand cannon is now coming. You can now become the Mangler. Well, not quite, but that actually is coming to the game. The hand cannon itself is actually pretty useful. However, how do I put this? You can become a Mangler by using this vile, like, mutant, like, whatever, like, what is it called? Stupid shot or whatever you would call it, injection. You can become a zombie and kill everything in your way. This is absolutely sick. I love how score streaks are actually zombie based now. I hate, like, there's a couple that are like multiplayer, however, like a couple of them are very zombie specific, and I love this. I'm not gonna get too in depth about the new stupid ammo mod coming and field upgrades, simply because I don't really care. They won't really change that much. However, most I think like all of the field upgrades are gonna be returning, all of the perks except for Mule Kick, and all the ammo mods except for Shadow Blast are going to be returning as well, so look forward to that. But let's go and hop into the actual positive and negatives. Unlike the past 8 years of Call of Duty, I actually have more positives about this game than negatives, surprisingly. I'm just kidding. I actually really like Cold War. I thought it was great. I think it's very underrated and very overhated, which is why I'm going to like this game so much. Basically, if you like Cold War, you're going to like this game, and if you like Black Ops 3 and Cold War, this might be in your top 3 games. But, positives. Number one, the maps actually have personality, because the jet gun is actually not on Terminus, it is actually on Liberty Falls, and I doubt it's going to be on any other map inside of Black Ops 6 unless Transit comes. But yeah, that would make Liberty Falls unique, and the Dark Ether is going to be in Liberty Falls, making it unique to Terminus. And Terminus is an open world, practically an open world round-based, having a boat section. As scary as that might sound if you don't have context, it is so great, and I cannot wait to play with that feature. It's going to make it 10 times more replayable, and I am so excited to play on this giant, massive map with, like, branched out areas. And hopefully we fight that giant kraken thing in the ocean. So yeah, the maps have personality. Number two is that the devs are listening to us. It feels like for the past, like, 4 years, they have not listened to us at all. But literally, they had to put a book telling us that they are listening to us. And it is clear that they're doing that because they added a new perk. There's round-based back. The map feels very Black Ops 3 and Cold War-ish, which is like, Black Ops 3 is like the best COD ever. They added Gobblegums after like years of wanting them back. The Mangler Disciples and Mega Abominations and all that nonsense are finally put to rest. I never want to see any of those things again in zombie form. If I can play this one, that's cool, but I never want to see a mimic ever again. Also, they're making new things like boss zombies and perks and such. It's very, very fun indeed. There's just so much to talk about. Also, they're making new wonder weapons. There's so much good stuff to talk about. The systems, you can delete them. I don't even know if there's I don't even think there's a mini map in this game. I forgot to talk about guided mode. We're not basically guided mode is basically is going to be like the guide, like where you have all like the objective markers and stuff. Don't play that. However, if you beat the Easter egg before guided mode comes out, like a couple weeks after the map's released, you actually get a free calling card and other rewards, like probably a camo or something. Very, very cool indeed. But yeah, they're actually taking risks as well with making like it kind of esque open world with like an ocean, which they've never even done before. They're experimenting. And I respect them for that as well. Kevin Drew is a very, very good map leader. Obviously, since he leaded Zetsubo as well, another great map. Yeah, another great feature coming to this game, possibly the best thing I've seen in Call of Duty in years. There is a save feature coming to Zombies, meaning you can save and quit, only in solo, sadly. You can save and quit a lobby and come back like the following 2 days and be in the exact same spot. So if you're high rounding and you're on like round 7, you're like, I really want to restart this, but I gotta go to bed. You can save and quit that, come back and start all over, or not start all over again, just continue back where you are. Maybe you get to around 90, say, man, I gotta eat some dinner. And you can also save it again. However, there's only one save file, so you can't save 2 maps at once or 2 playthroughs at once. However, you can also save a game and go play another game and come back to that first game later on. Save feature is such a W feature and has been needed for years. Also, we can now pause, W as well. Also, Omni Movement is coming to Zombies, as you guys already knew from other leaks. A set crew is coming back as well. All the Cold War characters, Raptor 1, Peck, and all that. I'm not going to get into story simply because I don't think you guys care very much. But yeah, let's go and hop into the negatives of Black Ops 6 Zombies. And there's not that many that I can tell of, at least. So, number 1, I'm not a massive fan of the augment system, honestly. It's kind of like Black Ops 4, where they were kind of trying to go with like your own build, like build up your own build. However, we're going to limit you from getting this. It's kind of like the perk system of Black Ops 4, and I just would prefer getting all the abilities and making me feel like an absolute overpowered demon. Because at the end of the day, I'm supposed to be like very powerful. This is Zombies, right? Like, who's complaining to Treyarch like that the game is too hard for them? Is it the Zombies? Like, I don't really see the game as being too easy a massive problem as most people would. Like, and plus, like, in Cold War, I feel like I die in, like, the start of the game when I turn on, like, the super speed mode, like, 99% of the time. Maybe I'm just trash, though. However, I just feel like the augmentation system is kind of goofy. I mean, I don't hate it, but I would prefer, like the crystal system from Cold War, because it would also take like longer to maximize like your potential, and maybe they can even fix the Cold War system by making it like more replayable to like try and upgrade them. Like maybe if you die instead of exfil, you lose I honestly don't even know, but I'm just not a massive, like, I like the Cold War system, but this augmentation system sounds cool. However, I'm still confused by it, and it just doesn't sound very appealing. It kind of sounds like they were trying to do with Black Ops 4. Honestly, this was not even a massive complaint, but I feel like the guided mode is kind of stupid, honestly. Like, the real, like, guided mode is only going to help for, like, one game, and then, like, that's it. And also, you can do the main Easter egg on guided mode. Like, it's called an Easter egg. Why are you guiding them through the Easter egg? Also, like, I feel like the main quest and Easter egg should be 2 separate things, but it sounds like also they said they're appealing to everyone, and typically whenever they say that, that means that's going to be a little bit easier of a game. So I'm not too sure what's going on with that. Another negative I have, and this is not even guaranteed, but I really hope that the boss, because I don't know what's going on with these past, like Black Ops Cold War, Vanguard, Modern Warfare 3, possibly this game, did I say Black Ops Cold War 2? Those games have absolutely extreme entity spam. They spam boss zombies like crazy, so I really hope we don't get parasites and those spider things constantly, and like the mutant things constantly, because it kind of just becomes overwhelming and annoying at that rate. But that's honestly really all the negatives I can tell I have. And once again, I don't, like, the guided mode is kind of just a nitpick. I don't really care, but I do feel like that, like, Easter egg shouldn't be inside the guided mode. I feel like that just seems a little bit unfair for the hardcore players, because, like, you're being guided through an Easter egg, which is supposed to be hard. But, also I hope the boss fight's hard. But also about the loadouts and, like, the rarities, I feel like people that complain about that are just, like, people who like to complain, because, I mean, we finally got what we want. We finally got a set crew. We finally got, what's it called? Finally got a set crew. We finally got round-based 2 maps at launch. We finally got all what they get, like, Gobblegums. And I feel like the people that complain just like to complain about everything, because, like, come on, like, enjoy what you just, like, we finally got, like, OG Zombies as close as we've had it for a long time, so enjoy it. This looks good, and, loadouts and, like, gun rarities are really not that big of a deal, and, well, I guess just, like, get used to it, I guess, because that's gonna be zombies forever, I guess. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. It took actually a surprisingly long time to make, and, yeah, I'll make a video hopefully whenever the Liberty Falls info comes out. So let me know. Are you guys going to be playing Black Ops 6 Zombies? Did you pre-order already? Did you get that Brutus Vault Pack skin that's going to be coming out? Who knows? But I hope you guys did have a good day today, and I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope it did help you out, and maybe even entice you to buy Black Ops 6. Peace out, dudes.